Bottom line is, I'm going grocery shopping. I don't want to have to worry about, we already have to worry about human hands grabbing, onto the fruit and vegetables that we have to bring home and wash. You think I want to worry about dog spit and saliva? Get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that. Welcome back to my channel, Sass here. I'm here to do another week of Foolery Friday. Nothing much is going on in the week of celebrity news. I really don't like to discuss politics unless I really have to. We know that Joe Biden is throwing his hat into the presidential election. How bad is the Democratic Party that Joe Biden has to come out and represent the person that will go toe-to-toe against Donald Trump? I tell you, that is an uphill battle. I wish him all the luck, but we all know Donald Trump has a strong following. Okay, there are people who hang on to every word that man says. So Joe Biden wants to get into that ring and fight. He better be ready to fight like he has never fought before, because Donald Trump is already coming out with his snide comment. Who tweets that? Donald Trump tweets the most ridiculous things I've ever seen. This is y'all's president. So anyway, so we'll move on from that, and I just want to discuss some topics that has been hitting the headlines, and something I want to talk about something that I just want to hear y'all's point of view about. Okay, first of all, let's talk about dogs inside of public buildings. Okay, for an example, I was at the grocery store. And this woman, she had one of those, little dogs that probably costed, $2,000 to $3,000 to $4,000. Those inbreeding dogs, a cockapoodle, a snickerdoodle, a tootsie wootsy, those kind of dogs. So the dog was in a little bag inside of the cart, and we were in the produce department, in the produce area. Now, I seen this dog get up, lean out, and start licking and eating the grapes. Now, the owner of this dog was well aware that the dog was doing this. She seen what I seen. So, I thought, okay, all right, she's going to get those, germ-filled, dog-lit, dog saliva bag of grapes. Okay, she's going to do that. Boy, was I wrong. Okay? She walked off. Left the, dog slobber, germ-infested grapes there. I said, not today, my friend. So, a woman who was in the produce department, it was two workers. It was a stalker, and it was a woman who was standing there, and she was a manager. And so I walked over there. I was walking over there, and honey, this other woman had beat me to it. I didn't even notice that it was another woman that was around the corner who was seeing what I was seeing. So I had went over there, and she was like, oh yes, I'm already, aware of it. I was like, oh, okay, y'all need to go. I was like, y'all need to go get those grapes, So the lady, the manager, went up to the woman, very kind, and she was like, your dog, licked and ate, those grapes. We can't have that. Either buy the grapes, or I'm going to have to ask you to leave. And this woman felt so offended by what is happening. And she says, are you serious? You're going to ask me to leave? A paying customer to leave? because my dog ate a couple of grapes. And so the manager looked at her and said, it really is about the grapes. This is a sanitary issue. We serve the public. This is a food that your dog has licked and ate out of. We can't have that. Absolutely not. So, and she took the grapes. She paid for the grapes, meanwhile she's fussing and stomping, throwing her temper tantrum, and, out the store she went. But my whole thing is, why do you feel so comfortable in bringing your dog to a store? To a grocery store. Okay, now I understand if you are disabled, blind, there are crisis dogs. I totally understand that. But this woman was none of those things. Not one time did she say, this is my crisis dog. Some people use dogs for their social anxieties. So she not once said that. This is a woman who just brought her dog into the grocery store and felt the need to, have a tantrum when they told her to get out and take those infested grapes with you. Okay. I just do not understand that. And then I went to the eye doctor yesterday. The eye doctor. And in the waiting room, there's a woman who has a dog. The dog was not even on a leash. It was a Russell Terrier. And it was like, growling, snarling. And I was like, bite me. I wish that the dog was like running around, and I'm like, when did this become acceptable? When? So, as I was leaving the eye doctor, and I was in the place where, they have all of the eyeglasses, and you talk to the, receptionist and all that, there's another dog. A totally different dog. It was on a leash, but it was a medium-sized dog. What's going on, y'all? Do the dog need glasses? Now help me understand. Okay? I have never seen so many dogs out in public. Never. And why do they feel like they can bring these dogs in public? Okay? At the local post office, there's a huge sign that says no dogs allowed unless you are blind. Huge sign. Never. I have been at this post office for years. Years. Over 20 years. And I have never ever seen anyone put up a sign like that. No dogs allowed unless you are blind. Even now you have to put up signs and say, don't be bringing your raggedy mutts up in our establishments. I just find it ridiculous. Okay. Now, of course, some people would say, oh, well, I have, it's a crisis dog and I have anxiety. And sure, okay. But there's also those people who don't have that. These are people who don't want to leave their dog at home or don't want to leave their dog in the car or anything like that. They would rather bring their dog into a grocery store or, into a restaurant. Absolutely not. I just think, what do y'all think about that? I just think it's ridiculous. Like I said, unless you are blind, a legitimate disability, this whole, your anxiety and you need this dog, okay. But if you just want to bring this toodle-woodle, poodle-woodle, just to the store, just to show it off, absolutely, positively not. I have a problem with that. Especially at a grocery store. Now, what if we didn't see this dog lick and bite these grapes and the next person come up and grab these grapes? Absolutely ridiculous. That is so ridiculous, foul, disrespectful. It's just rude. Y'all better wash y'all's fruits and vegetables. These women and men bringing these dogs up in these establishments, licking, and listen, okay. Before anybody even say, oh, well, you must don't have a dog. You must don't like dogs. First of all, I don't have a dog. Secondly, I like dogs. I just don't like your dog. It's a how you handle your dog is how I feel about the dog. Okay? If your dog is yapping and snapping and growling and, trying to bite me, we fight on sight. We fight. Oh, you think I'm going to let you bite me? Get out with that. So, I want to know what you all think about it. Do you carry y'all's dogs into establishments when you ain't got no disability or blindness or social anxiety? I want to know. Okay? And let me know what you think. All right? I want y'all's take on it. All right, let's talk about this principal who is a principal at a Houston, Texas high school, James Madison High School, I believe is the name of it. And she has put some, banning. She's put some provisions on what you parents can wear on your head or on your body when you tiptoe into that school. Okay, all right? Y'all want to know what she said? Here she go. Parents of students at James Madison High School in Houston are banned for wearing leggings and hair bonnets when they enter the school. The principal, Carlotta Outley Brown, says, parents, we do value as a partner in your child's education. However, please know we have to have standards. Most of all, we must have high standards. Parents' dress code threatens to turn away parents who show up wearing certain restricted items, including bonnets, pajamas, hair rollers, sagging pants, and leggings, clothing more often worn by women. Now listen. They didn't say the demographic of this school. I'm just going to put it out there that I'm thinking that this is a predominantly black high school because I don't know too many white, Hispanic, Asian, Latinos, any other minority group that parents is showing up in there with hair bonnets, hair scarves, sagging pants. Okay, so I'm just going to say that this may be a predominantly black high school. Okay, with that being said, the principal is a black woman. And a lot of people had a lot to say about her banning, this. Now, I understand that you want the parents to have this type of, as she put it, higher standards. Okay, someone made a very good point in the article when they said not all these parents can afford to get their hair done, their face beat, their nails done, every week. They're coming into this school, because maybe they just got off of work. Or maybe they're just dropping off some papers or, whatever. And they got a bonnet on or a hair scarf, pajamas, That's mostly for car riders from what I would think. You see points in both cases, okay? The woman, the principal, is not asking y'all to come into this school with a three-piece suit on. You're going into the school dressed like you're a banker. No, this woman, the principal has said, no, you cannot show up at this school in your pajamas. Now, if you want to show up at Walmart and do your shopping in your pajamas, so be it. But you are not going to walk into this school in your pajamas. And that, I have to agree with. I mean, you can't throw on a pair of jeans and a shirt. Okay, it can be a t-shirt, So I agree with you on that. I think it's a level of, the parent just, jumping out of bed and taking their, kids to school. But like I said, this is a high school, okay? I think there's a little bit, you can bump it up a little bit, knowing that you're walking into. And how about just bumping it up a little bit because you're representing your child? You're representing you. You're representing your child. This is your child's school. And 9 times out of 10, the parents probably went to this school. So, understand the principal wanting them to dress a little bit more appropriately in that manner. Now, the bonnets. Now, listen, I have no problem with the bonnets because there are some cute, fashionable bonnets. And there's some cute little hair wraps. You know, I go out in, you know, a hair wrap, a bonnet. You know, if I'm running to the store and I'm getting gas, or you know, I have you know, a wrap on my head. You know, it's just, and if this school is predominantly black, I mean, half of the kids probably have seen their mothers in the, probably the girls in the school have bonnets. Okay, so I really could be a little leeway with the, you know, bonnet situation and the hair scarves. Now, the saggy pants, better than pajamas. I mean, myself, I think the saggy jeans and the saggy pants is ridiculous. I think that boys, white, black, Hispanic, I've seen them all, wearing saggy pants. I think they look ridiculous. I think that they look like they stink. I think they look like they don't wash properly. So I've never been a fan of the saggy, you know, pants. But, you know, I think that there is some type of, you know, leeway. And I think that in another article I read is short shorts. I absolutely do not think that a woman, a grown woman who has teenage children should walk up into their school with coochie cutters on. Absolutely not. Now, I agree with that. I think that a grown woman should be walking around in your child's school wearing coochie cutters and booty shorts. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think that is a little bit too far. I mean, there's many options of shorts that you can wear that you don't have to walk around there with your butt cheeks hanging out and having a camel toe. Not in your teenage child's school. So, you know, I think that there is definitely leeway, and I think there's definitely, you know, a way to handle it. But then on the flip side, there are parents that say, look, I'm a taxpayer. Okay, if I want to walk up in there with my coochie cutters, my pajamas, my hair bonnets, I can because I pay taxes. Well, you know, okay. All right. But sometimes you can't always use that taxpayer, you know, defense. Sometimes it's just dress appropriately to where you're going. Okay, bottom line. When I was a Head Start teacher, I had a parent who would show up in the mornings dropping off her kid looking like she had been fighting the night before. Okay, she had bags under her eyes. She just looked like she had a hard night. But she will always wear like the fleece shorts, you know, the cotton shorts. They weren't short shorts, but they always were right up. And she will wear a t-shirt, you know, always a t-shirt. But my problem, that wasn't my problem. My problem is that when she wore this t-shirt, she wouldn't wear a bra. And her boobs were so droopy that they hang. And you could literally see her nipples. Now, that's when I was like, I can't have this, okay? Because, you know, she showed up at the school, you know, around young children, and young children of the age of 3, 4, 5 don't need to see your nipples, okay? Other parents who is dropping off their kids don't need to see your nipples, and I definitely don't want to see your nipples. So I had to set her aside, and I had to talk to her and say, listen, you know, you cannot come in with, you know, no bra on. Your shirt, we can clearly see, you know, your breasts, your nipples, and it's inappropriate. And so she was cool with that. And, you know, when she continued, we never had a problem with it before. And, you know, she wore a bra, and she still wore her fleece shorts and her t-shirts. But, you know, she wore a bra, and it was no longer a problem with her, you know, coming in and, you know, the kids seeing that, and I didn't want to see it. So it's ways of handling that. So, you know, let me know what you all think. I definitely want to hear about the phone. You know, if you are a parent, if you're a parent of a high schooler, you know, just being a parent and you've had to, you know, you wore bonnet, pajamas. I mean, what do you think about it? Do you think that you should wear whatever you want to wear to a school that you pay taxes on? So, let me know what you think. All right, guys, that is it. Let me know what you think about these stories. I'm about to go and see the end game. It was raining earlier, but the sun's out now, so, you know, note the smooth criminal hat. I'm not trying to get my hair wet, y'all. I gotta let this stretch out for another week. For another week. So, anyway, I hope y'all have a fantastic weekend. Go out and see the end game. I am so excited. I am a Marvel fiend, so I'm pumped. But have a great weekend. Stay happy, stay loved, stay encouraged, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, friends, bye.